it's your girl, Annette J. Morris, the owner of Go Getter LLC, with our vision to help women identify their God-given gifts and convert it into a 5 to 7 figure income generating business. And I am your host for the Mind TV series. Y'all know typically I only have one person on the sofa. Y'all already know this. But this week I'm gonna bring y'all a bunch of bosses, right? Because we are doing a summit in New Orleans, Louisiana for entrepreneurs. But your host is Jamie B. She's not on the couch. She's behind the scenes recording everything that's going on. But I just wanted y'all to be privy to this conversation that's going to go on amongst bosses. She's going to toss out the questions. We're going to answer, but I want y'all to hear it. And hopefully this helps you all as entrepreneurs to further build your business. So let's go, y'all. Hey, y'all. Tell everybody who y'all know. We're going to start on this end. This the bishop, minister, pastor, bishop.
Hi, guys. I am Bruce Carter, CEO of Carter Capital Trucking, CEO of Carter Capital Management, CEO of Body Chasers, co-CEO of Carter Capital, and co-CEO of Carter and Associates. We have a lot of things going on, but we have a lot of gems to give you. Stay tuned.
CEO, period, okay? And it's too tall right here, too tall.
What's up, everybody? My name is Darren Lindsay. I'm owner of Darren Lindsay The Brand. It is a branding and marketing firm. I offer graphic design, branding and consulting. Oh, blah. This is still live. Okay. I'm also a full-time entrepreneur. I have a clothing line called Another Clothing Line, a blog called Black New Orleans and for Black Men. I have a hashtag called I Need Black Men to Go to the Doctor. That's me in a nutshell.
Yes.
Boss, okay? And this is the other half of the call, the CEO right here. Y'all saw her before. This Drake. Big Drake, not the little. Okay? But tell them who you are again, Drake.
I am the one and only Drika Carter. I am the co-CEO of Carter Capital and Carter and Associates. I also have a personal brand, which is Drika M. Carter, where I help entrepreneurs understand and build different relationships with money.
Yeah, but y'all know we talked about the taxes and all the good stuff that she had going on then for when she came on the show. So that's her again, y'all. And y'all know who this is. This is my dog, my best. Y'all remember her from like one of the first shows. Tell them who y'all again.
So I'm Malika Honor, your Mayor Credit. We talk about all of our businesses that we have.
I don't even know we got time.
Right. So I am the owner and founder of Honorary Consultants, owner and founder of Malika & Co., the Love Center Daycare 1, 2, and 3, and The Verdict, my new baby, a restaurant and sexy ass lounge.
Yeah, when she came on the show, we was just opening The Verdict. Yeah. So it's open now, it's rolling now, y'all. We going after this to get some. They going to drink. I'm going to because y'all know I can't drink to save my life. Right here.
Hi, I'm Ebony Evans. I am the owner of Blossom and Minds Counseling and Blossom by Ebony Wellness Store. I provide mental health therapy to Louisiana residents.
Period.
Yes.
All right.
And you have candles.
Oh yes, I have. From Blossom by Ebony, their wellness store, I have all the wellness products, candles, journals, inspirational cards. I just released a book called Finding Balance because we all need balance in our life.
All right.
We all have mental health. We all don't have mental illnesses.
Yes.
So yes.
There it is.
That's it.
And lastly,
Hi y'all, I am Karita, the Systems Queen. I have two businesses, Creatively Justified, where we specialize in branding and marketing for healthcare organizations, educational institutions, and governmental agencies. And of course, Karita Cloud and Associates, where we teach small businesses and entrepreneurs to incorporate systems and implement systems within their business, and we help them to do that. So that's a little bit about me.
and then Jamie comes to y'all just saw Jamie a couple of weeks ago, but just to reiterate so y'all don't forget the red head. Say hey, Jamie.
Hey y'all. What's up, y'all? I'm Jamie B. I am the owner of Jamie B Experience. I am a serial entrepreneur and I am the founder of Meet the Plug.
All right, so y'all, it's a conversation. Let's go, Jamie. What you want to start?
All right, so today we're going to discuss a little bit about the reality of being a serial entrepreneur or just an entrepreneur, some of that everyday struggles. So, Karita, what does that look like for you?
Ooh, sometimes it can be overwhelming, right? Because
Sometimes, all the time.
all the time, right? Because you're balancing family, you're balancing, time with yourself, right? Self-care, but then also making sure that you show up for your clients all the time. And so for me, what I noticed the reason why I'm so big on systems now is because systems for me helped me to find balance. within my businesses. Being able to automate things and use technology and AI to do things within my business helped me find that balance, because when you got a husband, like when you done forgot your anniversary 2 years in a row, right? Like it's serious, right? And you know, I'm so grateful that during that time I have a husband that was forgiving and, you know, worked through my journey. But when you forget that, or you know, being called to the school because your daughter goes to the counselor crying saying my mommy works too much, you know, that's like a gut punch. And so it's like, okay, I gotta find balance. And so that for me looked like bringing in systems. And I have this thing where I say all the time, like, I'm not paying anybody any money that technology can do for me, right? So my hires come wherever technology can't go, and whatever technology can't do. And so that for me brought some type of balance. But even with the balance, right, there's still just that everyday, you got good clients, you got them
those
not so great. You got them not so great clients. And I don't know, I'm curious to hear y'all thoughts on like dealing with, sometimes when you're dealing with difficult clients, how you establishing those boundaries. Have you established boundaries, and what did that look like for you all?
It's really like understanding who your clientele is, and establishing boundaries, right? So just like you establish personal boundaries within yourself, like you can establish boundaries with the people that you service. Everybody not your client. And then even once you've taken them on as a client, once you realize, okay, well, we clash and this ain't working, give them a refund. It's okay to refund them. This ain't working for
I
us.
was literally about to say, it's okay to fire a client.
Yeah, it is.
Because everybody that has the money.
Mine goes a little bit differently. So, right, me and the client are working together, I'm going to refer them out. If I have to abandon, you don't want to abandon, but still.
Right.
And I'm not gonna abandon you either, but I'm gonna just tell you, like, you gotta find somebody else.
But you
Find somebody else to do it.
We're not a good fit. We're not a good fit.
We're not in alignment.
It's not a good fit, and sometimes that happens. And it's okay.
Real big.
But then it also helps when we set the expectations early.
Yes.
Right? So how I prefer you to contact me, not my cell phone.
Correct.
Do not text me. Here's my office hours and respecting those office hours. I don't know about y'all, but my office hours are 10 to 3, period.
That's me to know.
And Monday through Thursday.
And
That's me too.
Right.
Mine
And
is Tuesday
enforcing,
through Thursday.
and enforcing those rules. Over the years, I've been able to come up with frequently asked questions. And so after being in business for 12 years, there's not a situation that I can be faced with now that I don't have an answer for. I had a client like back in September last year reached out to me about a project that she started like 6 months in advance. So now I have a project duration period. So anytime there's an issue that comes up in my business, I just develop a rule for it.
Oh, yeah.
We call it nipping it in the bud.
Yeah.
Anytime you go through any type of experiences, you want to find ways to nip it in the bud.
Correct.
Good and bad. So, like I said, like with those things coming in and really working on your businesses and helping others, you gotta know how to keep it at a stature level.
For sure.
And that's what systems helped me too, because when I was going through those issues, every time it seems like you have an issue or a problem with a client, it also helps you come up with a solution so that you don't have to keep enduring this. And so for me, my go-to was, okay, now every client is required to do a new client onboarding course, right? And instead of me sitting on the phone with you and you may retain the information just like you may not, I know you're not gonna read my contract, right? So what we did was create a 20-minute new client onboarding that talks about or lifts out parts of the contract, so our communication policy, right? What our project duration times look like, what you can expect from us, what we also expect from you as a client, right? And so bringing technology in and bringing systems in, so now we're not even getting on a strategy call until the proposal has been signed, the contract has been signed, your invoice has been paid, you done took the new client onboarding course, and you done went inside the project portal and uploaded all your assets. Then we getting on the call.
Being proactive instead of reactive.
Exactly.
So we talked a little bit about expectations, right, and balance. So as entrepreneurs, successful seasoned entrepreneurs, what's a little bit of advice that you would give to a new entrepreneur or an experienced entrepreneur that shows up to these type of events as in Meet the Plug, right? And then afterwards they don't follow through or they don't know the proper steps still after showing up to the event, right? So what's some great advice that you can give about implementing and the importance behind implementing?
Implementing what? Boundaries or just
No.
implementing anything?
Implementing resources. So right, everything that we're gonna cover at Meet the Plug are gonna be some type of resource to help them develop, grow, scale, or whatever that may look like for them. So the importance of implementing after you show up in a room, because now I find that it's not a problem for them to get in the room, but after they leave the room, how important is it for them to follow through?
It's very. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
So
In
one
my
of the
wife
things.
words,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go
In
ahead.
my wife words, I would say do the homework.
Yeah.
Homework is so important when you come to these events and you get so much knowledge and you intake so much stuff that can help you grow, help you scale, but you actually don't go home and apply it to your business. You have to do the homework. I call it LFML. Lessons from your losses. You got to learn from your losses.
That's what this means.
Any type of thing that you go through and you take an L on, it has to be a lesson within that loss. So it's all on you to go ahead and apply this knowledge that all these phenomenal guests are giving to help you scale and to help you grow. If you don't know, it's some place you can go to get that knowledge. Sometimes you have to invest into yourself, and that's what a lot of people are scared to do. So if you're going to a 9-to-5, if you're going to anybody else that's putting in that work, that you're dedicating to getting there on time, doing all those type of things, you can bet on yourself. So you have to do the homework. That's just coming from me.
So one of the things that I realized, because we go to conferences all the time, because when you get so much information, you get inundated with information, you're on information overload, right? And the mind does not have the capacity to do all the things at one time, right? So my thing is always identify the one thing, right, that you can take away and actually activate from any conference, right? So because we're gonna talk about so many different things, it's impossible for you to take all of that away and implement everything, right? Because you're gonna be overwhelmed, anxiety, all of these other things. Take the one thing away. And I tell my clients, like, even when you have big goals, break them down into bite-sized pieces, right? One thing, because again, if you had a pie, like I love sweet potato pie, I would never sit down with a fork to a whole pie and just eat it, right? I'm eating it slice by slice. Do that slice by slice, right? What
We
she
know.
said?
We know.
That's why she couldn't get the jeans today. That's why she couldn't get the jeans, okay? But I wouldn't. So I'm gonna do one slice at a time. And so identify the one thing, like when I left from y'all conference, the one thing that I walked away with was the corporate apartment thing, right? People was talking about all kind of stuff. That ain't my ministry right now. If it's gonna be good later, then I'm gonna pick it up later and pull that in, right? But the one thing I walked away with was that, and I activated y'all. So within a month, I had that, right? And so my thing is identify the one thing that's gonna help you to elevate and scale in business from that, and take away and run that from cradle to grave, right? Until you see full manifestation of it. And y'all know I talk about multiple streams of income, so that's what I'm gonna be talking about at the conference. One of the biggest flaws that you can do in your business is try to implement too many streams of income at one time. That's like the person trying to chase too many rabbits, like you ain't gonna catch none. Implement the strategy, implement the stream of income, keep it going until you have money manifesting from that, then you can move on to the next thing. So that's what I said, like take away from any kind. Yeah, you can't do too much at once.
And I'm gonna talk about the thing that I love the most. Annette knows when we go to these events, I'm intentional about connecting with people. Right?
She's a relationship person.
I love relationships. I'm gonna walk away with a friend from this conference, right? And so my advice is that you find one person that'll help you hold you accountable.
Okay.
Right? We're all in this room together. We're all wanting more out of life or wanting more in our business. So find a person at the event and to connect with them, and y'all be accountability partners.
I love that. I would say something as simple as communication. When you go to a room or an environment like this, you want to reach out and connect with these speakers. Send them an email, join their mailing list. Like, don't leave all of this power and not connect with somebody. A simple tip that I've practiced like a year ago is adding people to my email list and or emailing other people. Like, you get business cards from conferences. Don't just keep them, email them, thank them for meeting them and coming out and joining them, and that way you can begin to build a relationship, at least on the web.
Absolutely.
Literally, like for Darren's point, I do that already. So as long, every time I go into a room, whoever I meet, whoever I connect with, whether it's somebody from an audience, whether it's somebody from on a panel, I make sure that I put a note on side of their name, like I met them here.
Yeah.
So even if I reconnect with you or we, don't connect throughout the year, whenever I see you again, I'ma know I met Malika at blah blah blah. And then I also took a point from Malika's playbook when she said meet at least 30 people. I say when I go in this room, I don't care what they talking about on the stage. I'm gonna retain that because I heard it, right? But when I get in the room, I need to be talking to people, shaking hands, letting people know what I do because they might know somebody that needs what I do if they're not ready to invest in what I have going on right now. But they might have a community of people that they could refer me to. So you have building blocks, not just for the people that you come in to see on the stage, but other people that you know.
And so for me, I think that also when you leave these events, understand that, comparison is a thief of all joy, right? So sometimes we go to these events and we're getting all of this information, but I think it's also important to decide, okay, identify where you actually are in business, right? I may not need systems right now at this point in my business that may be too advanced for what I need in this moment, but I need to focus on my branding and marketing. I need to focus on my mental wellness, right? I may not even have the extra capacity to have multiple streams right now, but I do need to get my credit together so it can put me in a position to have better funding opportunities and things like that, right? So actually having that mirror moment and knowing where you actually are, because some of us come away from these events and I'm going to invest in this, I'm going to invest in that, and it's like, wait, you putting the cart before the horse, right? And so understanding too that a lot of the panelists that you have at any event, they've gone through, 5, 10, 15, 20 years in business. And so what you see today, it took a journey to get there, right? It's not an overnight thing. So I can't give you step 1, 2, and 3, and you think that you can do that in 6 months when it done taking us 10, and you still gonna have to go through the journey. And I think people need to understand that too when leaving the event. Yes, implement, but also understand it's a journey. And you're gonna have to go through that journey.
And it's all a process.
And I would like to piggyback off what Annette was saying. You taking one thing away, actually add it to your schedule. Because we come into these events, we're already busy. Most people are already busy and their life is full of things they have to do. So if you adding one thing, you have to add it to your schedule. Where is it going to fit it at in your schedule? And that way you can continue to have that balance.
I feel it like that
overwhelmed.
Right?
Because you overwhelmed already.
I need help there.
Sometimes the conferences is your break.
Yeah.
I don't know. I go to conferences all the time, and I get in the train and I be like, "This is my break." I've heard that already. Thanks for reminding me, but this is my break time right here, right? So you're already busy. Just make it a part of your schedule. So we're gonna.
But sometimes when you do an evaluation of your schedule, you realize you really ain't that busy. You just wasting a lot of time.
That's
And that's why it's important to actually self-reflect and say, what am I doing? I have checklists.
I say that 3 hours cracking jokes on Facebook. I ain't gonna lie, guilty.
Or scrolling.
But I be cracking jokes like those different moments. I can crack on, even like cracking on myself, and then be 2 hours later talking about, you could have did something else with that time. Right?
But I do checklists, and at the end of the day, I go back and I look at that checklist, and I'm like, I did all that.
I do checklists too, but the cracking jokes ain't normally on my checklist. Let me tell you how I get distracted, because I be like, okay, my calendar alert me it's time to post on social media. Okay, let me go post. And then some kind of way I get to.
It's a rabbit hole.
Okay.
That's why I don't do it. I don't
It is.
I don't.
Yeah.
All right, so to sum it up, what I want you guys, to sum it up, I want you guys to describe entrepreneurship in one word only, okay? And this is for an aspiring entrepreneur, someone fresh out the gate. So we don't want to scare them off, but we want to be real, right? So if you say that's freedom or whatever, so just describing what entrepreneurship is in one word.
Insanity.
Wait, I'm gonna start right here.
Don't make me come up with it. I'm thinking of the word. So
Dedication.
Insanity.
Come back to me. I'm thinking
right?
Freedom.
Hard.
Wealth.
Challenging.
Who else good?
legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough.
All right, y'all, give yourselves a round.
That was good. like that dog talking too.
It's like, wait, give me the mic.
I want it.
That's the thing.
So I'm like,
with
okay,
both
I'm gonna jump in there.
Yeah. Like double dutch, like
I never jumped in double dutch. Y'all, they were like, when you gonna jump in?
Different the whole time.
All right, so
Look,
on the
those
count of
bosses,
three, we
though.
just gonna say meet the plug 2023. All right. Well, y'all know what I love. Pull up on us. at
Pull
Meet
up
the
on
Plug.
us and meet the plug.
Everybody say,
Yeah,
pull up
y'all
on us.
see a couple of y'all done did it already, so y'all know how it
So we're
goes.
gonna say pull up on us and meet the plug.
Plug like that.
Pull up on us
And meet the plug. Pull up on us and meet the plug. Pull up on us and meet the plug. Pull up on us and meet the plug. Pull up on us and meet the plug.
And cut.
Okay.
Oh, we're done. I thought that was a practice.
Yeah, he wanted to
Yes, how many minutes that was?
That was great.
How many minutes that was?
Oh, let me. Yours is 20. Well, they 20.
Okay, that's fine. So let me close up. Welcome to Go Getter University. It's the home and a one-stop for entrepreneurs teaching all things entrepreneurship. We have courses ranging from how to start a business, how to start a nonprofit organization, to how to generate your first 10K consistent month, on to grant writing. Anything that you want to learn about entrepreneurship, it is in Go Getter University. Follow us at www.goalgetteruniversity.com to register.